I think it's because I'm a radio person, and when you're live on a show, you've got to be able to stream think. It's got to be in that moment of now, and you've got to be in control of what you're saying and understand that what you say has the ability and strength to change somebody on the other side of that speaker. So learning how to train yourself into becoming a better thinker is a growing process of understanding what it is you want to say, how you want to say it, and when will it come back and bite you. That's why I like to stream think in my daily writing. It's being present in the power of now, learning how to trust free-form writing. It's an exercise that I do every day. 1 page, just 10 minutes of your time. Absolutely no editing, because when you edit, that's the perfectionist stepping in. And when you're in a place where you are live in front of someone, you can't say, stop, I need to go back and edit this. You're not going to do that. You're going to say what you say, you're going to mean what you say, and then you're going to have to receive their interpretation. This is Stream Thinking. Today, we're reading from June 12, 2022. In my daily writing, I wrote these words. We stand in these divided states of America. How we react shall become our history. Now, I'm sure that was inspired by a quote that was shared by Senator Liz Chaney, who said, there will one day be a day when Donald Trump won't be here. We can't say that about his damage. Okay, here's the thing. That's not really what she said. No, I'm going to openly admit that. And see, it's close, but it was the interpretation of how I received what it is that she said. The exact quote was, there will come a day when Donald Trump is gone, but your dishonor will remain. Close, but not exact. This is how that telephone game as a child works, planting the interpretation versus the actuality of what was truly spoken. Here's the thing. If I would have released my story, that meant it was a bent story. It was based on something that she said. It was close, but it wasn't exact. See, and when I let it go, then the person that receives it gets their version of it, their interpretation, and they bend it a little more. And then the next person, they bend it a little more. Eventually, when it comes back, it has nothing to do with the original story. This is how we do news in this modern day world. It is the interpretation of how it was received. And cameras, podcasts, talk shows on AM and FM radio, they are interpreting how it is that they received it. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's real journalism or not journalism. It just says, this is how I feel. And one of the things that I've taken note of a lot, especially when it comes to podcasting, there has been a disclosure at the very beginning. The thoughts and actions of the performers on this podcast do not represent this platform. Have you started hearing that? Because it's the interpretation that is being released. I understand it. In the everyday world, we all interpret things. That's how we create conversations with our family members and our neighbors and our coworkers and things like that. And so often we don't get it right. And that's what I was trying to prove on this June 12, 2022. What I thought was Liz Chaney's quote was close, but it wasn't exact. And I would love to challenge people to start quoting the exact thing that people say. And the reason why is because it's going to help us become stronger, and it's not based on the assumption of what we interpreted. I'm Errol, and that's Stream Thinking.